Well, I slowly sit up in the makeshift bed Cooper set up for me and examine my right hand. Yep, that's a lot of damage! Emotional damage! What? I almost forgot he was right here. I'm not used to waking up in the same room as him. Oh, just talking to myself. Okay, weirdo. How are you feeling? If I'm in pain, I can feel it. So I guess I'm fine. Even so, take it easy for today. We're going to be dropping you off tomorrow. Wait, what? Tomorrow? Yep. One of my contacts got in touch with me last night. We're going to rendezvous in one of the cities near Resume instead of dropping you off there myself. Oh. What? That's, really sudden. It is. There's an awkward silence. I think there's something we both want to say. I don't have the courage to not yet, too, not yet. Thankfully, Cooper breaks the silence. You'll be fine. I know they'll take great care of you. How do you know? I've been in this business for a long time. Can you tell me what I should expect? Not anything more than you know, I'm afraid. Which is next to nothing. Afraid so. Sorry. It's fine. It's not his fault. Doesn't help with my anxiety, though. Sorry. For what? I clutch my chest as my heart starts to pound. You can probably sense that. I can. Sorry. It's okay. Cooper gets up to sit. Come next to me. You'll be fine. We sit against the wall for a while. Damn, I'm trying not to be so obvious. I wanted to work on my poker face per Cooper's suggestion, but I guess I'm failing. Although at this point, I'm too tired to try and feign my semblance of confidence. I'm scared. You're sure I can't just stay with you? I'm sure. Cooper shoots down the notion rather than quickly. They just hunt us down if we ditched. I like you, Cyrus, but I have to look after myself too. I get it. He finally confessed that he likes him. I get it. Sorry. It's okay. It's not. But what can I do? Can I just request for it or something? He's just following orders. It sucks! But I don't want him to get in trouble because of me. So I just sit here and sigh. Like I always do. Hey, come on. We got a whole day left. We might as well make the most of it. At least it's trying. He's right. I should try to think positively. What do you have in mind? This train has a few rest stops along the way. I figured we could get out of the car and stretch our legs for a bit. It usually stops for about an hour to refuel at least once a day. You sound well traveled. I'd say this is my 7th time slipping in this exact car. I guess it's an improvement to a random alleyway. Glad to hear you think so. Cooper lets out a yawn and I can't help but follow this laugh. Damn it, Cooper! It's not as comfy as a bed though. I don't know, this bed you made me was perfectly serviceable. That's cause it's probably the first bed you've slept on in who knows how long. Damn, got me there. We both chuckle. I'll miss bantering like this. Do you have any plans once this is all over? I have some ideas. Like what? Can you keep a secret? I could certainly try. I'll take it. First things first. I'm planning to move away to another sector. Oh? Once I finish escorting you, they promise a good sum of money. I want to at least improve my living situation. Oh, well, I'm glad. Wait, question. Why is Cyrus super important? Oh, well, I'm glad. Just being in your apartment for a few days had me worried, to say the least. I'm not surprised. It's not exactly the most glamorous way to live. It's really not. You might want to consider another line of work, though. Cooper looks up the ceiling. I think he's giving that some thought. I don't know. I've been a freelancer for years now. I try to do well with a standard job. You've been a mercenary for how long? Maybe like 6 years. If you can handle work like this for that long, you could probably work in an office or something. Blech. I thought of wearing a uniform gives me the hives. Oh, come on. You'd look good in a suit, I bet. I can hear his tail swish against the floor. See, because the movie net connection is terrible at the moment, and also Cooper's reveal. Yes, there's a reveal. Wait long. I can hear his tail swish against the floor. Maybe. I'll give it some thought. Do it. You deserve to live a good life. Not so sure about that, but it's nice. That you think so. Cooper smirks as he pulls up his Axiom window. Although, if all goes well, I could take a pretty long break from doing any jobs. Maybe a decade or two. It doesn't sound very responsible. Which sounds very me. You don't give yourself enough credit. You've been taking excellent care of me this past several days. That's, No, don't play it. Sure, you've been a bit, aggravated from time to time, but who could blame you? I don't think it's easy for anyone to deal with a freelance work, especially escorting someone who has amnesia, no less. Cooper tries to speak up, but I continue. You might think it's no big deal, but what you're doing is very dangerous, and you still know how to have a good time. That kind of thing wears on someone. Sorry. If you can do this for than half the decade, you can find yourself a better job that's worth your time. I exhale as I finish my spiel. That's something I was expecting to do right when I wake up. Cooper looks away and rubs the back of his head before sighing loudly. I'll think about it. I appreciate it. Cooper's trying to be humble, but the sound of that thumping tail is giving him away. You're welcome. Now, what should we do for breakfast? Oh, I packed some sandwiches. Sandwiches? This our trip's not gonna be that long. Feel free to eat some more. Sandwiches! I wouldn't want the extras to go bad. Oh, sounds good to me. After yesterday, I won't turn down some extra food like sandwiches! I don't blame you. You took a nasty hit, along with losing a decent amount of blood. I tried to tell you I wasn't ready to have a weapon. Yeah, because I just hurt my hand by holding the blade part. I sigh with a bit of exasperation as I unwrapped the sandwich Cooper handed me. That's fair. I should have given you a crash course on how to properly hold a knife. First, you hold it by the handle. Well, if you had unlocked the gun, I probably wouldn't have needed to use it. First off, you didn't even use it. Second off, he pauses. Yeah, I got nothing. I should have turned your gun on. I get some child satisfaction over being right, like... Still, I'd rather not dwell on this any more than I have to. Well, it all worked out in the end. I guess so. I just hope my employers don't get too pissy about your hand. It doesn't hurt at all. It'll be fine. That's not really what I'm worried about. Oh, come on. What are they gonna do? Think you hurt just my hand? I'm sure they'll understand if you just tell them what happened. You'd be surprised. They're pretty protective. Oh yeah? You'll see soon enough. Like I said, they'll take good care of you. I hope so. I'm kind of tired of life or death situations. You and me both. You get used to it. I'd rather not. The funny thing about life is that sometimes you don't have a choice. Can't argue with that, I guess. I shrug as I take a bite of my sandwich. Tastes like spam! I forgot y'all got spam here. It comes in handy and keeps for a long time. Apparently so. Spam will be the kind of food to transcend space and time. Hey Cooper, what kind of place is Resume? Cooper swallows his food to try and speak up, but I quickly add something. Don't say classified. Jeez, I wasn't. Well, I was. But I can tell you some stuff, I guess. Like what? It's kind of creepy. I don't really like it here. It's kind of creepy. I don't really like it there. That sounds encouraging. Well, to be fair, it wasn't meant for people like me. You'll be just fine. They guarantee it. Creepy, huh? That certainly piques my interest. considering that's where I'll be staying apparently. So, what makes it creepy? You're a tough guy, that means it's pretty weird over there. How to put it in a way that doesn't get me in trouble? He thinks of himself for a bit before waving his hand. It's just not right in some ways. I'll admit they do a lot of good, but they got some shady things going on behind those walls. Their leader is Trump? Walls? Oops. But yeah, it's pretty fortified. I guess it's more accurate to call it a dome. Next to him, impossible to break in. It's a dome? Huh. Sounds more like a facility than a city. Oh! We can call it a facility. Is there a reason they're like that? There is. Resume is well known for housing one of the leading medical facilities on the planet. Even I'll admit that it wasn't for them, society as we know it wouldn't have survived the 7 stars. Oh yeah, I guess that is pretty important. Indeed. On the flip side, I think some of their operations are scummy. But again, I think they're necessary. Oh well, whatever gets me paid. That is also pretty important, to get paid. Glad you think so. I knew you were a smart guy. I try. I was halfway through getting my doctorate. You went to school? Yeah. That explains a lot. What does? I didn't really go to school. Cooper said it like it's no big deal. Oh, why? Is that super prevalent around here? They teach you to read and type as the bare essentials. After that, you're pretty much on your own in terms of education. You notice that he didn't say read and write. It's read and type. That means so it is true of what Cooper said, that he doesn't know how to write, but he knows how to type. But the question is, let's say that the power grid of every axiom is gone. So how could they communicate via handwriting? Then that's gonna be another problem, isn't it? Is that normal? Cooper scratches the back of his head. Someone's got a lot of questions today, huh? I don't know what else we could be doing right now besides chatting. I hate that you're right. Ugh. I usually am. Oh yeah. This place you're cooking. Hey, wait a minute! I said usually, not always. I can see that. You bastard! We laugh at that. Cooper ruffles my hair again. Stop! I tried to pat it all back down. Don't be such a stick in the mud. It's a common way for canines to show affection. Not sure I particularly want your affection. Deal with it. I grumble as I continue to flatten my hair. For messing up my hair, I'd like you to answer my question. Cooper sighs and eyes like, oh, more questions. Fine. Alright, fine. I guess that's a fair trade. Cooper clears his throat and sits up for some more. Is not getting an education normal? Yes and no. Yes and no. It honestly just depends on if your family can afford it or not. Sounds about right. Cooper smirks and continues. Smirks! It said smirks, not eyebrow twitch. We didn't have much money. Some kids who showed promise got their education extended, but most of us got stuck with learning the basics. Some kids? Damn, that's some serious favoritism. Although I don't know their circumstances, I shouldn't judge their actions. That's a crappy situation for your parents to be forced to. I'm sure they had wanted you to get an education too. Cooper looks surprised, like, oh. Huh? Huh? Oh, what? Oh, Cooper sighs and rubs the back of his head. What? Look, I just promise you're not gonna get all worried about me over this. You're an orphan? Over what? I was adopted. Okay, I almost got it. 50% got it. I was adopted. Okay, he states plainly. I blink before trying to continue. Okay. Cooper interrupts me. Before you get the wrong idea, I don't really care. I've made peace with it. My folks didn't want me, that's fine. I wouldn't want kids either. Well now, this certainly took a turn. Whoa, slow down for a second. He's looking as nonchalant as ever. That's a lot to dump all at once. Are you sure you're okay? I just said not to worry about it. But I've done this speech for years. Seriously, Cyrus, it's fine. If you say so. It's cute that you want to help people so bad. Please don't refer to me as cute, even though I'm adorable. I scrunch my nose at that like... Gross. Cooper chuckles. Fine. But still, look out for yourself more. You've got a hole in your memory, not to mention your head, along with the mangled hand. That's not even talking about everything else you've got going on. I'm the least of your concerns, bud. Like I said, we're probably not going to see each other again after all this. No need to get so attached to me. Okay, question. I have a good question. Okay, hear me out. What was the reason why Cyrus was here outside of that dome? If that place is for humans, then why is he outside? Does that mean that... Does that mean that Cyrus has been experimented on? He has white hair. Is this really the same Cyrus we're talking about? Was he like in a coma for years? I'm the least of your concerns, bud. Like I said, we're probably not going to see each other again after all this. So no need to get so attached to me. Easy for you to say. You're the only person I know around here. You'll meet other people. Maybe your memory will come back and you'll remember all sorts of people around here, you know? I'm not from around here, though. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess you'll be pretty lonely over there then. Thanks. Anytime. Ah! I have to feign some annoyance. Like, bastard! But again, I'm gonna miss bantering like this. Actually, it's not just that. I think I'm starting to realize that I'm gonna miss being around him in general. Okay. Apparently someone's in love! He can be a bit crude, but he's also pretty sensitive when something's wrong. I think he's trying, at least. Cooper proves me right almost immediately. Jokes aside, you'll be fine, Cyrus. I hope so. What are you so scared of? The unknown? I don't know what anything around here is. You're just about the only semblance of safety I have. Don't flatter me. If anything, I've just dragged you into danger. Give yourself some credit. You let me, a stranger, stay in your home and even fed me. That was, I didn't think all that was in your job description. I think you're just a good guy, even if you're a bit of a... Cooper flexes his ear. I can hear a swish from his tail as well. He usually likes that. I'm just doing what I'm getting paid to do, that's all. Well, even so, thank you for taking care of me. Whatever. Cooper is the one to have this time, along with looking a bit dejected. Seriously, I don't need any thanks at all. Don't mention it. Looks like we both have problems giving ourselves credit. Whatever you say, I still appreciate it. Cooper grumbles before stretching his arms a bit. Oops, I guess that conversation was a bit heavy. Let's change the topic to something less sappy, I snort. Like what? Well, to be honest, I was curious about your name. Cyrus? Your whole name, dummy. Cyrus Galahad Cantwell? Cantwell, right? Oh yeah! What about it? I've never heard of a name like Galahad, or even Cyrus. I'm not surprised. Wait, Cantwell is a common name? I'm not surprised. They're not exactly common names back home either. Do they mean anything? Kind of. I always thought it was a bit embarrassing though. Cooper snorts. Why? Well, my first and middle name were borrowed from characters my parents like. Cyrus and Galahad. Characters like from a story? Basically. Do y'all have video games here? Yeah, I think so. I never played them, but I knew someone who did. My dad named me after a video game character. Cyrus? Nothing wrong with that. I know, it's kind of sweet, but I don't know. The idea of being named after a video game character makes me cringe a bit. Of course, Goku Naruto! I guess. Sounds cooler than Cooper, though. I'd pick something else if I could. Oh, come on. Cooper is a perfectly serviceable name. Thanks, I guess. Of course. Anyway, Galahad was named after a character in an old story. The Legend of King Arthur. Sounds impressive. I guess. I think Galahad would have been a cooler first name than Cyrus. I could see that. It definitely sounds more interesting. Agreed. My mother was a huge history buff. She used to read me a bunch of older literature when I was little. Cooper pauses for a moment before smiling. Aw, that's sweet. Yeah. I miss her. I can imagine. I'm sure you'll see her again. One day. Hopefully. Cooper reaches up to my head again. But instead of messing my hair up, he opts to just pat it. There, lonely human. Oh! Don't call me lonely! I'm not that lonely. Could have fooled me. I've never had an escortee get so attached. I still don't think that's a word. Guess you'll never know. Is that bad though? I don't mind considering you as a friend. Cooper grimaces. You need better standards. For all intents and purposes, this is just a job, but... Cooper groans. I guess I don't mind considering you're one of my best escortees ever. Congrats, you get the Escortee of the Year award. Ah! I am happy! Yeah! Wow, thanks. I'm honored. We both laugh. In all seriousness, I think it'd be best for you to try and forget me once all of this is over. I just lead you to more trouble than you know what to deal with. No, really? Very funny. Well, to be fair, you're making it hard for me to not get attached to you. I guess that's my fault. I'm just so irresistible. Yes, you are. You know, on second thought, maybe I can live without you. Now you're getting it. I roll my eyes. Gee, such a loser. Come on. I'm sorry, Zai. I'm not someone you want to mess with for too long. I groan. I'm sure I could handle it. Sorry, just being honest. That's a first. We'll laugh again together. Although this time it's bittersweet. There goes our plans to have a fun time today. It's quiet for a little while. I'm starting to reflect on some of our previous interactions. Eventually I sigh. You know, I don't really get you. Is that so? You're telling me to forget you, but you keep telling me fairly personal experiences. That's pretty contradictory. Cooper looks conflicted for a moment, like he's just realizing how flip-floppy he has been. I guess it's just because you're easy to talk to. More so than your friends? I don't have that many friends. I wonder why. Cooper says dryly. I can't help but laugh. Sorry, couldn't resist. You were saying? I was saying you're pretty easy to talk to. There's something about you. Was that something? Well, for starters, you're more or less the reason I get to start a new life. Whoa! Oh, you're making it cheese. Why are you making it cheese? How lucky of you to stumble upon an amnesiac man who's wanted. I know, right? That was sarcasm. I'm aware of that. It's still true. Finding you really was one of the best things that ever happened to me. I think we need to kiss about it. I think we need to kiss. Cooper looks absolutely ecstatic about this situation, but he tries to cover it back up with his usual stone face. Sorry, just thinking about all the things I'll be able to get to do after this job is making me excited. Job, huh? You know, that's fine. At the end of the day, this is just a job for him. Who am I to take that away, huh? If going along with this helps him in the end, then it'll be worth it. Even so, I shudder at the thought of being alone after everything. Cooper interrupts my thoughts again by placing a paw in my head. You're going to be fine. But... and I'm going to keep repeating that since you can't get it through your thick skull. But... I grumble. It's hard to build up my confidence. I'm still hoping at some point Diana bursts in to save the day, or Damien comes to carry me away from all of this. Cooper rubs the top of my head. I don't stop him. I wanted this! Despite how skeevy the facilities in Resume are, I know for a fact that they're going to take care of you. You promise? I do. I shudder inside before leaning back against the wall. I'm really, really trying. I know. It's just... I know. Cooper moves his paw down to my shoulder and pulls me in closer. I can smell his vanilla-laced fur. I pause before looking up at him. Despite the bold move he just pulled, his twitching ear is giving away his how bashful he really is. Cooper clears his throat before continuing. It won't be long, but I'll be your friend till this is all over. How's that sound? God, he's so corny. Nevertheless, I appreciate the gesture. Thanks, Cooper. I think I'll take you up on that. Just know that I'm quite the handful. Oh, I'm well aware. I'm sure you are. I'll admit, this is nice. His fur is actually quite soft and the familiar scent is really putting my mind at ease. This is really nice. If it wasn't so early in the morning, I could definitely take a nap like this. It's about noon, bud. Oh. Yeah, you slept in pretty late. This is the day I wish I didn't. Oh yeah? Yeah, I like to spend as much time with my friend as I can. I can hear Cooper groan at that. Ugh. Don't push your luck. I'll try not to. Cooper rolls his eyes. He leans us back against the wall. We sit in silence. The movement of the chin is actually quite pleasant, slowly rocking us back and forth. Together. From time to time, I take discreet glances at Cooper. He's smiling. I can't help but to do the same. I can do this. I have to. Eventually, Cooper breaks the silence. You don't have an ID on you, do you? Why would I? You know, you're right. That was a dumb question. Kinda, but why do you ask? Well... Cooper flicks his ear and scratches the side of his face. Do you want his picture? I wanted to try to register you in my Axiom, but you need an ID to make it work. Why? What is this? Why did it suddenly become looking like this? I don't know, is this work in progress? I wanted to show you some stuff to pass the time. Because if you look at this, if you look at his face, this is the voice I'm gonna give him. So I wanted to show you some stuff to pass the time. I wanted to show you some stuff to pass the time. I think there's some kind of game on here too. God, I'd like to play some solitaire right now. What's that? A card game for lonely people. Ah! Sounds riveting. You'd be surprised. Cooper swipes through some of the screens. They're still pretty blurry for me. Yeah, no, I don't think I can. For how advanced the tech is, I'm surprised how limited it can be. What do you mean? Y'all have phones? Yeah, the Axiom was one built in. Has one, sorry. Sounds about right. Ours can do the whole screen projecting thing, but they have a built-in camera and you don't need to, like registering it. It doesn't sound very safe. I mean, I guess. Sometimes cyber attacks happen, but weren't that common. Strange. What? Just think about your memories. The thing you remember are so mundane, yet the important events in your life are still blank. It's really annoying. I bet. Still, I guess it has its positives. I'm sure there are some memories not worth remembering. God knows I have some I wish I could forget. Like? Good attempt. Can't blame me for trying. No, I can't. Cooper chuckled before passing me some more food. Eat. You got a long road ahead of you. I take it out of the wrapping and split it down the middle before handing half to Cooper. Same to you. Cooper smiles. Thanks, I. He's giving us a nickname now! He's now attached to us! I take a bite out of my half. No problem, Coop. He starts to eat in silence. Well, mostly silence. I can hear Cooper's tail thumping again. Several hours go by. Cooper moved to his side of the car to work on his axiom. I've been writing in the journal he got me. It hasn't been a week since I've woken up here, but I already have so much to write about. Like Mirantha back in Tensia, or Schmied back in whatever the place was called. I hope that I can travel again once all of this is over. I'm slowly making peace with the idea that I'm far away from home. Very far away from home. I have to be realistic and understand that I might not ever make it back. That's not a happy thought, but it'll soften the blow if it proves to be true. You know, it'd be funny, like, all of us, that one of the higher-ups in Resume read the journal, read Cyrus's journal, and then reports it to the higher-ups, and then they will scold and arrest Cooper. You know, maybe that's the plot twist or the conflict that will happen. It's not a happy thought, but I'll soften the blow if it proves to be true. I hope it doesn't come to that, though. Now I'm making myself sad again. It's hard not to have that mindset. I wonder if I'll find out whatever happened to me and Resume. I lean forward to reach under the back of my shirt. I feel like one of the pores on my spine. Touching these things still makes me shiver like, ugh. Ah, you know something and I don't know. Okay, we'll see. Which is understandable, considering they shouldn't be there, period. I write about the strange orifices in my journal, trying to figure out what the hell I was attached to. Whenever I do, my mind just gets all fuzzy. It gets me worried on a whole new level. Was it so traumatizing that I forgot about it? I'm gonna say that the Resume was built by Damien. Or it was built by Diana, and we're gonna see some old Diana. Okay, I'm ready for that. Is it even worth remembering? Okay, calm down. No need to spiral over some theorizing. What if... Hey, Cooper. He doesn't look up from his axiom, but his ears perk up and turn towards me. Can you look at something for me real quick? Cooper raises a brow before turning his head toward me. What? Let me just take off Cooper's jacket for a moment and then turn around so that I'm sitting with my back towards him. Do you have any idea what these are? I slowly lift up my shirt to give Cooper a clear view. I hear a quiet gasp, but I don't turn around like... Cooper doesn't respond, so I have to. Pulling my shirt down, I look at him. He looks stunned, almost scared. Cooper? I wonder what you've theorized about Resume so far. I'm thinking that Resume is a freaking cloning facility. That's what I thought, maybe. I don't know. Dude, you're like scaring me. Sorry, wasn't expecting to see that. Now I'm getting worried. Oh my god, I have a feeling that Cyrus may be a robot. See what? Exactly. Cooper shudders and shakes his head. It's nothing. It's just like kind of painful. Maybe. Good thing I can't feel it though. Good thing indeed. I can hear him a quiet growl before going back to typing on his axiom. He looks angry. I'm thinking that Resume is also a research facility. I'm reluctant. And that's the reason why Cyrus escaped! I'm reluctant to leave him be. It just leaves me with more questions than answers. My head's starting to hurt again. I want to go home. Wherever that might be. I keep scribbling in my journal. Not really writing anything. Coherent at this point. Just venting to myself. I wish I had my phone or something. Mom would tell me to read a book if there wasn't any technology, but I don't even have that. What did she do when she was younger? The early 2000s had some phones, I think. Oh, we had a very nice time. We went outside to play tumba patis. You know, we took our slippers, then we put a can at the far, and then we throw our slippers. So maybe... For once, I'm glad I'm going on an internal tangent. I'm tired of thinking about stressful So tired that I think that I'm going to take a nap. I intend to waste what little time we have left together, but all of these mental gymnastics left me exhausted. I'm gonna take a nap, I think. Cooper grunts in response. He put his jacket back on. I'm pleasantly reminded of the vanilla scent. It's one of the last thoughts I have before I take an afternoon nap. Are we gonna have a dream sequence? I'm not sure how long I've been asleep before Cooper wakes me up. Psst, we're coming up on the rest stop. Let's go stretch our legs. Sorry, I don't speak onomatopoeia. Cooper carefully lifts me up while I'm still asleep. Damien. I snap awake. I mean, Cooper! Oh my god! Cooper snored before setting me on my feet. Cyrus. Shut up! I didn't say anything. Yet. Cooper snickers. I use my hair to block some of my face. Like, it's like a curtain. God, that is embarrassing. I shake the grogginess out of my head. What are we doing? The train stopped. It won't move for a while, so I thought we'd go and look around. Define a while. At least 30 minutes. It's usually an hour, but you were still sleeping, hence why I woke you up. I don't know if it's a good idea to leave. We'll be close by, so we'll be within sight. At least come and stretch your legs a bit. I'm glad you've been resting, but you should move around too. Mm-hmm. I'm not buying it. Is there another reason? Oh, there is! What is it? Well, I could use some help. What is it? With a yawn. Come on, I'll help you out. I groan for real this time, like, what is it? Oh, fine. Don't worry, it'll be worth it. I'm sure it will be. What is it? If you want me to jig your little boy down there. And grumbles, I let Cooper take me out of the car. Once again, he's right. Being able to stretch and walk like this is quite nice. My bones are popping like usual. Thankfully, in a good way. I get the feeling Cooper wants help with something weird. Mainly because Cooper is looking at the ground whilst walking. Like he's looking for something. What are you doing? He's pointing his snout to the ground, trying to find something with his nose. Hang on. I wonder if he's gonna get on the ground and start sniffing. It's kind of funny to see a hardened mercenary sniff around like a drug dog. Although to be fair, I hear they get paid a decent amount, so in return for substance abuse therapy. Aha! I raise my eyebrows as Cooper dives his paw into the sand a dozen feet away from the train. He tears into it for about 10 seconds, shoveling sand out of the way. It's kind of impressive. I guess this is not a thing dogs have the advantage in. I think he's gonna give him his memento, I don't know. I knew it. Cooper exclaims triumphantly as he pulls something out, letting it shine in the sun. It's small enough for him to hold between his fingers. I have to squint just to make out what it is from here. I think it's a chunk of some kind of rock. It's kind of reflective in the afternoon sun, but not dazzling. There's a bit of a blue tint to it too, which reminds me of a sapphire. I'll bite. What is it? Something worth at least 1,000 plumes. What, that little thing? What? Is it a gemstone? Better. Cooper walks over with a bit of pep in his step before proudly showing me the fruits of his labor. This is a celestial fragment. Or if you want to be less pretentious, a lodestar. Aha. And? I'm glad you asked. Where do stars come from? I don't think they come from anywhere, they're just there. Okay, smartass, where are stars usually? Space? Look at you. I roll my eyes like, oh my god! And you just get to the point? Alright. Cooper huffs. I can hear his ego deflate. Almost. Long story short, this is a piece of one of the 7 stars. Oh, so it's a meteorite. Wait, what? You heard right. I told you they tried blowing them up. This one went all over the place. Cooper points at the ground where he dug it up from. See that in the sand? It's a bit of glass from when this piece crash landed. Cooper, that's several feet away. No, I can't see it. Okay, then just take my word for it. Okay. So, what about it? Cooper places it in my good hand so I can get a better look. It's way more pretty up close. If only we know what it looks like instead of, making us imagine what it looks like. It definitely reminds me of one unrefined gemstone. Just cut it around a bit and you just have a dark blue sapphire. It's a piece of the end of the world. So, why is it worth so much? If it were up to me, I'd say something that started apocalypse will be worth less than dirt. I hand it back to Cooper. He slides it in his axiom to digitize it. From what I gather, that's kind of what it was like back in the day. Most stayed away from the crash sites for good reason. Then about a century ago, with the remnants of the technology we had, people were able to mine a lot of the chunks. Century ago? What do you mean, about a century ago? Huh? You said it happened 10 years ago, then it becomes century? Cooper slides away the axiom screen, letting me see the mechanism up close. Those stars are what power most of our technology now. Whoa! For the first time, I really look at the axiom. It's still mind-boggling that something too sleek and compact is capable of all to do that. For the most part, there's not much left of the 7 stars. At least not around here. Still, you can get lucky and find a fragment or two. I see. That'd certainly be an interesting way to live. As going treasure hunting for the stuff. Interesting is a good word. It's annoying to sell it though. Gotta go through a bunch of legal mumbo-jumbo with the government. It's almost not even worth doing. Almost is not a good word. Cooper gives me a thumbs up. That is. While we got some time to kill, I want to help me find some. Sure, as long as we don't miss the train when it leaves. We got plenty of time. That thing doesn't just start and bolt off. It's gonna take some time to rev up. I'd say we have at least 20 minutes or so. I'll hold you to that. That's the spirit. Oh my god, what's gonna happen next? He's gonna be kidnapped here too? Someone's excited to make some extra cash. Always. Cooper exclaims with optimism. Shh! What if they hear us? They don't even know we're here. It's fine. Let's hope you're right. Uh-huh. What's next? As I start to meander a bit away from the train. Oh, you want to follow the smell of burning glass. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Cooper nods before getting back to treasure hunting. His sniffing is audible even a dozen feet away. His tail is wagging side to side, almost reminding me of divining rods? I know what a divining rod is, but divining rods? I thought it's a dowsing rod. I doubt I have a nose sensitive enough to smell that. Even if I did, I wouldn't know what burning glass smells like. Oh well, once again, I'll at least humor him. When's the next time I'll be able to walk around the desert like this anyways? Might even find something new to update my journal with. Every now and then I kneel down and play with the sand. You know what would be fun? Since, Cyrus is doing a little journalizing, maybe we get like an option in the preference menu where there's like a journal text where we can just click on it and read any texts or logs that he write down. Every now and then I kneel down and play with the sand. It's still pretty warm from baking in the sun all day. It feels kind of good, to be honest. I doubt I'll be able to find anything, but this is more than just sitting in the car. Something in the corner of my eye catches my attention. Something green. Oh wow, cacti. Oh wow, cactus. I make my way over to the tall green stalks. There's a lot of them over here. And why is there music all of a sudden? There are even some of other stuff, some types of desert plants sprouting at the base of the cacti. I think Diana once said that the cacti are mainly water. Can the other flowers siphon water from the cacti? Now more than ever, I wish I had my own axiom. Or just my phone. I would always call Diana if I had a plant-related question. She'd take me to the greenhouse and give me the rundown of how to take care of whatever new exotic plants she got. Man, I miss that too. Sadly, my memories of our time in the greenhouse are still hazy. Hopefully that doesn't last too long. I crouch down to inspect the flowers sprouting from the sand. I nod with a smile. As I thought, I have no idea what these are. They look kind of like wildflowers, but definitely not the right color. I thought they were usually white, while these almost look like a lighter shade of green. Still, they're very pretty. Just looking at flowers like this makes me feel nostalgic. I should have helped Diana out more back then. A bright pink flower attracts my attention the most. one sprouting right from one of the bigger cacti. Wow. I raise my left hand up to caress the flower. It's amazing that something like this can bloom in the desert. I'm kind of surprised by how soft it is. There has to be a metaphor somewhere about how something so pretty can bloom in a place so desolate. I'm too tired to think of one though, like, ah! I wonder. I wonder. I tried to tug it. You tried to tug a freaking cactus! I kind of want to bring it along. No! Maybe I can try to stretch it in my journal. I've never been the best at drawing, but the flower won't stay healthy forever. Oh, is that from the intro? Sorry, is that from the main menu where he's holding a flower? Okay. Try as I might, I can't muster enough strength to yank it off. Wish I was ambidextrous. I didn't realize how much my left hand had really atrophied. What is atrophied? Atrophy, decrease in size or wasting away of a body part or tissue. Also, arrested development or loss of a part or organ incidental to the normal development or life of an animal or plant. Okay, so in other words, you're losing strength from your hand, okay? I sigh and give up. Maybe one of these at the ground will be better anyway. They look more like traditional flowers. Decreased tissue mass, okay. That's a better layman term. I feel kind of bad just ripping them from the roots. At least the cacti will bloom again. I don't know what compels me, but I start slowly digging with my left hand. These roots go down further than I thought. They're at least 8 inches under the sand. I graze something with the tip of my finger. Something hard. Oh, we found another lone something. A rock? I tried to look into the small hole I made, but it's hard to see anything. I look at my right hand for a moment. I mean, it's not like I can feel the pain, right? Against my better judgment, I use my thankfully numb hand to help push some of the sand away. Here's hoping I don't get anything in the bandages. Eventually, I unearthed one of the flowers, along with a sizable rock. Atrophy is like if you're stuck in bed for a long time and then you try to get up and your legs and arms become weak because you were stuck in bed for so long. Okay. I smell something acrid. The rock is blue and fits in the palm of my hand. I think it's a lodestar. If it is, it's huge, way bigger than the one Cooper found. Holy shorts! Did I really just find this? What do I do with it? Put it in my pocket? I look behind for Cooper. He's fairly far away, but within sight. A thought crosses my mind to keep it, but what would I even do with it? Oh, I know! Cooper! Hey, over here! I wave to Cooper and shout. If he can barely hear me, no one from the train can. Sure enough, I can see those little yellow triangles pointing in my direction before Cooper starts jogging slightly to reach me. What? What's up? He starts sniffing the air, looking toward the ground. Find something? I sure did. I present the fruits of my my labor. His eyes looked like they were about to pop right out of his head upon seeing the lodestar. What the frick? You found that? Here? Yes, sirree. Right here, in fact. I point towards the hole in the ground before wiping the sand from my pants with my free hand. You want it? Huh? I hold it out to him. Take it. You can make better use out of it than I could. I can't just... Oh, I know he wants to. Now's the time to let pride take over. Time to tease him. I think it's fair compensation for taking care of me. Deal? But also, I point to the big pink flower growing from the cactus. You gotta cut that off from me. I want to bring it along. Cooper blinks for a moment before laughing. God, you're such a freak. Cooper chuckles a little more before pulling a knife out and carefully cutting the flower off at the base. He gently hands it to me. It almost looks like a rose. Then ain't gonna cut it, though. Here. Cooper takes out the other lodestar he found earlier. You're gonna have this as a keepsake. It's a deal. Okay, you'll get the bigger one. I'll take the small one. We exchange the chunks of lodestar. Cooper immediately starts to inspect the chunk I gave him. I move my smaller piece around at different angles. It's pretty. You don't... Oh no! Didn't have that time to admire the small fortune we found as the train starts to make an ungodly sound. Whoops, there's a ride. Here, get on. Cooper crouches down. I don't even have time to think. I just climb onto his back. I thought you said... Oh, shut it. It was worth it. Hang on. You both laugh as Cooper makes a bad dash for the train. Been about an hour since we got back to the train. The sun is starting to set, making it get darker and darker inside the car. We haven't said anything since we got back on. The realization that our last day together is ending us sunk in. At least for me. Cooper's been using his axiom with a smile on his face. He's holding up the chunk of lost star with his free hand. I think he's trying to appraise it. Meanwhile, my anxiety has been spiking through the roof. I've been scribbling my flower in the journal for a while now. They're mostly incoherent drawings. Occasionally, I have to practice my breathing exercises. I don't want Cooper to pick up my mood swings. When I do glance at him, I only notice his ears somewhat perked in my direction. It doesn't last long as he continues fiddling with his axiom. Every so often, I open my mouth to try to strike up a conversation, but I can't think of what to say. I mean, I have so many things I want to talk about, but knowing that I won't be able to get through them all before we leave keeps me from starting. I want to know more about Aquila, about lodestars. My head starts to hurt again. About Cooper. I don't want to lose another friend so soon. Hey. I whip my head towards Cooper, almost out of desperation. You... okay? I don't even hesitate. No, I'm not. Jeez. Sorry. It's nothing you need to apologize for. Tomorrow's a big day for both of us. Do you want to eat? It's a bit early, but we could have dinner now. Not really, I'm not super hungry. Suit yourself. You can eat if you want. Don't wait on me. I'll be fine. Right. Cooper grunts as he sits up and walks to sit on my right again. You're talking to the guy who's lived by himself for the past several years. I think I know a thing or two about how bad it is to be alone. Cooper points to my journal, sorry. What you doing? Huh? Oh, writing? I almost want to close the book. The drawings really don't look too good. I was just, sketching the flower you helped me get. Wow, that's impressive. What? I snort. Come on. You can barely tell what it is. Hey, I can't do something like that. I doubt most people I know could. Alright, I guess drawing isn't something he knows how to do. I think it's a specialized skill. Do you want to try? Huh? Oh my god. It's like it's like making pottery. Cooper pricks his ear up as I hold up the pen. Oh, no. I don't know the first thing about using that thing. Oh, you mean this? Are you having a problem using a pen? You've seriously never held a pen before? Not that I'm aware of. I sighed before reaching for Cooper's left paw with my left hand. It's a bit awkward. What are you doing? Just relax. Here, open your paw. Cooper does so and lets me take control. This is payback for teasing my firing stance. I place the pen on his palm and try to curl his digits around it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's shaking. Everything okay? Yeah, I just don't know how much strength I should use to hold it. I don't want to break it. Wait to humble brag about your strength. Pens are fairly durable. Just make sure you have a steady hold on it. Cooper nods as he stabilizes his paw. Surprised you know I'm left-handed. You are? You type on your axiom with it, so I just assumed. Fair enough. I hold the notebook out for him. Here, try to do something. Do what? Something. I don't know. Try to make a line. Okay. He messes up one page, then 2 pages, then ends up ripping several pages in failure. No, my journal! His ears are pulled back and his eyes are wide. I can't help but break the tension by bursting out in laughter. What? Cooper explains embarrassment before he looks away. Oh my god, for all of his expertise, the fact that he can't even draw a simple line on a piece of paper is making me lose it. Oh! This is like Squidward and SpongeBob all over again. No, sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at you. It's just, I wasn't expecting you to just rip into like that. Thank God I can't feel pain. I'm sure my wrist will be hurting at this rate. It's hard, okay? No, it's not. That's why it's so funny. Cooper tosses the pen into my lap and crosses his arms. He huffs a loud humph. and his tail is still wagging a bit. Once I calm myself down, I pick the pen back up. I tear out the ruined pages. Thankfully, there weren't a lot. Jeez. Okay, here. I'll show you how to write your name. My name? Yeah, I think it'd be good for you to know how to write it. What? Nothing. I've gotten this far without writing it. That I really need to. Well then, you can impress your friends back home. Right. Come on, it'll be fun. Whatever you say. Okay. For the next couple of hours, I try to teach Cooper how to write his name. So he knows how to use the very modernized weapon, but he doesn't know what the pen is and how to use it. Seriously? Well, Andrew, since you've been watching for the first how many episodes, apparently, the people, as he said earlier, they were taught how to read and type, never write. So I guess writing is a privilege. For the next couple of hours, I try to teach Cooper how to write his name. My Cooper Krager versus his Cooper Krager. His attempts weren't bad, but something about his handwriting irks me. It kind of looks like Comic Sans. For a sec, I hope that'll change over time. Isn't that readable? Cooper breaks out some dinner as we continue working on his penmanship. He's really invested in it at this point. I'm not sure why he's been so competitive about it. Probably a wolf thing. It isn't until Cooper starts yawning that I realize how late it's gotten. I keep going, showing him how to do basic cursive. I don't use it much myself, but it looks pretty. Sigh. We should get to bed. I bite my lip. I knew he was going to say that. But I wanted to show you how to write your name like this. Cyrus. He's got a sleepy yet stern look on his face. We need to get some sleep. I can't help but yawn myself, which hides my anxious shudder. I can't stay up a bit longer. But you shouldn't. Come on. Cooper gets up, but I grab his paw. What? Can you sleep on the side of the car for the night? On this side of the car for the night? I hate that I sound like a kid. Like a child. The tears dwelling up don't help my case either. Sure. I use Cooper's jacket to discreetly wipe my face as he brings his makeshift bed over to mine. You okay? I shake my head. That's okay. Let's just get some good sleep, alright? Despite the circumstances, Cooper's putting on a brave face. I can't say I'm doing the same. Come on. Cooper lays down before slowly pulling me down to my pillow. He pulls over each of our blankets. We're under our own, but we're still pretty close. Spoon! 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 I can still smell his vanilla fur. Spoon! 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 I stare at him for as long as I can. What? I'll miss you. Cooper flicks his ear at that and huffs. We'll see. We'll see! He gives a great big yawn before settling down against his pillow. I'll see you in the morning. For the last time. He rests his arms over his head and smacks his lips up a few times before flopping his bed back, falling up fast asleep. Wow, that was quick. I'm surprised he's not snoring. He looks completely relaxed, the exact opposite of me. I guess I should try to take a page from his book. Maybe it's because I'm so tired, but I'm not feeling quite as anxious. It would also be because I got a friend by me. This is undeniably a nice feeling. Cuddle, 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 cuddle. I watch his chest move up and down with each breath. Cuddle, 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 cuddle. Aw, damn it, I don't want to go to bed. But sure enough, the more I watch Cooper sleep, the more my body makes me follow. What do you mean? I start matching his breathing like we did when we met. Breathe in, breathe out. Before I know it, I'm fast asleep. At the very least, I hope this is a restful one. Okay. When I finally wake up, I'm annoyed that it's still dark. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that my last night on the train isn't easy to sleep through. But it's not from my anxiety. There's a sound I can't ignore. It's grating like something scratching on metal. Cooper? Hey, do you hear that? I roll over to face him, but he's not there. Oh, he's awake! Wait, he's not there? Where is he? I jolt up in a panic. There's a bit of moonlight peering into the car from above, but it's enough for me to realize I'm completely alone. Despite my anxiety, I can't help but yawn pretty hard. Must be nearly 4 a.m. Whenever I had trouble sleeping, Damien would just hug me tight until I fell back asleep. I wish that was an option here. I don't hear the train moving. Did we stop? If we stop moving, does that mean Cooper left? And who's making that sound? I think it's coming from above. Through the process of elimination, I assume Cooper's doing something. Either that or some kind of weird alien creature is hitting him up there. Or maybe there is someone in here. Or maybe Cooper killed the train conductor? Both logical explanations. Trying to cover my ears to go back to sleep, but I can't block out the noise. Sadly, I'm one of those people who needs absolute silence and darkness to fall asleep. Well, I'm already up, so... The great big harumph! I push myself to stand before putting Cooper's jacket back on. Ooh, this is not good for me. The door is cracked open. It's a bit heavy, but I managed to push it forward. Sure enough, the train's not moving. I can hear that irritating sound much clearer. In fact, it's right above me. Oh! Oh, hey. Wait, why are we out here? Cooper looks down at me. He's sitting on the edge of the train. Hey. What are you doing? Sitting. Sitting doesn't make an obnoxious sound. Oh. He holds up a pocket knife and I think a brick of metal. Just sharpening. Okay? Why? Cooper rolls his eyes. I couldn't sleep. It usually helps me relax. Well, now I can't sleep. Tragic. Question. Why are we out here? Cooper gestures its snout up, indicating for me to join him. And look at the blinker. At least I can show you something cool. Come up. I respond to that with a sleepy groan, but as usual, I comply. I make it up a few of the divots by myself. Cooper lifts me up the rest once I get close enough. There we go. How you feeling? Tired? That's crazy. What did you want to show me? Patience. I'll show you soon. Okay. I sit next to him on the edge of the car for a little while. Although I'm so tired that I occasionally nod for enough off the ledge that Cooper has to grab me by the collar to keep me from falling. I know you're tired, but come on. I wonder whose fault that is. Who's to say? I groan at him. Instead of sitting next to him, I opt to sit behind him, back to back. I can feel Cooper's tail slap my leg a bit, but I'm not going to comment on it. I'll use it as ammunition when I can form a coherent thought. So, why can't you sleep? Cooper strikes the brick again. I'm just excited. I'll bet. I shiver. It's the middle of the night in the desert. Of course it's cold. Question, why are you in the desert? I pull the hood up and rest against Cooper's back. Damn, his back is pretty toned. That's good, I like my mattresses firm. Wait, is that weird? What about you? You doing alright? I'll live. You sure will. Obviously, still nervous about everything though. Understandable. We really gotta go through with this? Cooper stops mid-sharpen. I can feel his back tense up a bit for a moment. Yeah, we do. This isn't up for debate. I see. Sorry. It's okay, let's just enjoy some peace and quiet while we can. Sounds good. He says that, but he goes back to sharpening his knife. I don't think he's even doing it right. On second thought, let's talk. Cooper chuckles. About what? What about? That knife you're sharpening, do you actually use it? Cooper pauses. Not really. Why? Well, for starters, I don't think you're sharpening it right. Huh? You're supposed to use like a special oil for the blade, or at least water. All you're doing is scraping it against a metal brick. Is that bad? Well, I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to spark like that. It should be a relatively smooth sound. I don't even notice it anymore. Second, it doesn't look like it's as reliable as the one you gave me. You're right. I'm definitely not going to squeeze it with my bare hands. Har har! Cooper goes back to sharpening it. It's more for nostalgia's sake. My ex got it for me. Girl or boy? Oh? Damn, I thought we already opened all the cans of worms before. It's the last thing he gave. Ah, he's gay! It's the last thing he gave me. He gives me something to do while I think. What are you thinking about? All the things I'll be able to do after tomorrow? Are you gonna finally get a respectable job? Maybe if I'm bored. I'm looking to retire. Retire? How old are you? 29. He's the same age as me. Pretty young to be tired. Sorry. I know people who can't even retire. I'm not passing up this opportunity. I guess I can respect that. I sigh softly. You'll be fine. I know. Good. Cooper continues to sharpen. Now I'm curious. So, ex, huh? What happened? Someone's being nosy tonight. Oh, come on, he's telling you about Damien. You could at least tell us about your ex. It's hard for me to focus on anything about that knife. Right. We had a fight and he tossed me. Damn, that's kind of brutal. What kind of toss? Like he throw you from a bridge or something? Man, I'm still alive. I'll consider that fine. I pause. I hope when you're retired, you can start living life how you want to. Where's this coming from? You're too good to be working as a mercenary. Not this again. I cut him off. Come on, promise me you will. Why should I? Cooper asked with a bit of playful snarkiness. I think that since I'm basically the reason you're able to retire, I should get some say in how you spend it. Wishful thinking there. Cooper scrapes the brick a couple times more. I'll think about it. Good. With my little victory, I give in and rest against his back once more. Cooper seems to be scraping the knife a bit softer now, not making nearly as much of a racket. Just enough to be a decent background noise. The moment of quiet is interrupted, however, as the train jolts a bit. It soon begins moving forward. I have half a mind to get down. I try to sit up, but Cooper stops me. You'll be fine. If anything happens, I'll grab you. Wait, are they sleeping up on the train? Just like in the title card? It actually reassures me enough to go against my better judgment. With a smile, I sit back against Cooper and take in the passing scenery. Can you, computer, handle the animations? Of course! This computer is mid, not super high, but it's mid. It can handle animations. What do you think I was able to create comic dubs? Oh wow. The wind against my face is actually rather pleasant. It's a bit chilly, but in a good way. It's a bit... Oh, I feel myself waking up. Wait, that's a bad thing. I doubt I'll be able to sleep once we get back down. Hey, Cooper, what time is it? And what time do we have to get off? Our meeting is a little after noon. So about 7 hours left, huh? I sigh. I know you do. Cooper leans to the other side for a moment. I look back at him. He's looking at the horizon. Hey, look at that. I scan at what little light I can see. Wait, there's light? Ah, the sun is starting to rise. Oh! The title card was dawn! It was in dusk! Oh my god. Ah! The skyline is starting to shift to pinkish hue. It's quite pretty. Achoo! I didn't know he's sleeping. When he's sleeping and he's like, oh, like, kind of like that. Nah, he's going back to sleep and oh my god. And then when he notices something, oh my god. Okay, it's quite pretty. Last time I saw the sunrise was... I sigh again as I think of Damien. Never got to see him again, did I? Shake my head. What a weird thought. Sorry, it's not much of a farewell gift. But the sunrise away from all the city lights is the best I can do. Don't worry, I love it. I remember something. I carefully retrieved the flower Cooper got me. But glad the pockets are spacious. Well, I got this too. I'll consider the sunrise a consolation gift. How gracious of you. Ah yes, some of our last bantering. I rubbed my left eye a bit before sitting against Cooper again. How the hell did I get attached to this guy so quickly? Maybe because of his charms. Because of the wind, the flower nearly flies out of my hand. I make sure to hold it underneath with the long stem and my fingers. Almost looks like I'm holding a glass of wine. Cooper, do you like wine? No, not really. It's kind of gross. Hi, wait a minute! Okay, now I'm... Okay. When you said that, okay, I'm turned off. Wait, what kind of drinks do you like? Beer? Yeah, okay, never mind. You do seem like a beer drinker. Oh yeah? What's that supposed to mean? I gave a great big yawn as I leaned against Cooper more. You just, I don't know. You have those kinds of vibes? You know, there are better places to sleep than on top of a train. I don't think there's any place I'd rather sleep than right here. Cooper has a short coughing fit. I'm too tired to say I was just joking. I just hope I catch you if you fall. I don't need to. Last thing I hear is Cooper's tail swishing next to me. For one, anong swishing? For once, I'm happy about being woken up in the middle of the night. This was a nice way to end our last night together. Kiss, 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 kiss. Kiss, kiss. Some time must have passed. I feel like I'm laying down instead of sitting. I don't have a lot of time to get my bearings as Cooper wakes me up. Oh, we're back here. Okay, he carried us. Hey, come on. How long are you gonna sleep? We're gonna be late. Huh? What? Wake up. You slept way too long. I groan as I push myself up. What? What time is it? A little past 11. It gets me to wake up instantly. What? I tried waking you up earlier, but you wouldn't budge. But... Here, eat some breakfast. We gotta walk into town in about 30 minutes. Wait, what? Damn it, I was hoping we'd at least have one last breakfast together. There's no sense in arguing. We don't have a deadline to meet. Cooper has to help me open the wrapping of the portion pack he gave me. I'm in such a daze. I guess our little dawn session took a lot out of me. I'm surprised you were able to bring me down. It wasn't hard. You're not very heavy. I guess that's a plus. How are you feeling? Kind of whatever. It's going to happen whether I want it to or not. You got that right. Cooper smirks at the situation. It's not funny. I know. I guess he's excited about his premature retirement fund. Guess I can't blame him. Anyone would kill to be able to retire before 30. He'll be fine. How hard can it be? That's a spirit. Who knows? Maybe by the time next week, he'll be back home. God, I hope so. I just hope they can answer my questions and someone couldn't. Cooper gives me a finger gun. Classified. I rolled my eyes. Probably the last one I'll give him. I'll finish up the meal quick. Cooper gives me some of that strong water. I'm feeling awake again. Alright. I think I'm about as ready as I'll ever be. Slow down there, bud. We still gotta get there. What an agonizing wait. Preaching to the choir. I'll bet. I stand up and do a bit of stretching, getting ready for the next part of the journey. I help Cooper clean up most of his belongings. Cooper tries to bundle all the trash up and then throws it outside of the car. He's more annoyed about it than I was, saying he doesn't like to waste things or throw things away like that. But he didn't want to leave any evidence behind. I point out that some of his fur must be left behind somehow. He shrugs, saying it's hard to ID someone based on their fur alone. Sensors would just say it belongs to another animal of the same species. Blood or saliva is much better to figure out who someone is, at least according to him. That should... That should be everything. What's next? What's next? Chapter 6? As if on cue, the train starts to slow down, which in turn causes my heart rate to pick up. Ready? I follow our breathing exercises one more time. In. In. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Alright then. Let's head out. Okay. Cooper opens the door before looking outside. We're in the desert again? Alright, let me carry you until we're in the city. Cooper crouches down. Not even thinking about it, I climb up in his back. It's gonna be a pain bringing all these bags back home by myself. Maybe you can pay someone to help you carry them. Maybe I could. With that final quip, Cooper starts a steady jog perpendicular of the train. Doesn't seem like anyone's noticed us. Once the train is sufficiently far away, Cooper turns towards the city in front of us. Is that Resume? No, that's Greened. They arranged for a car to take you there. How nice of them. For them, it kind of is. That's encouraging. Always happy to help. I'm sure. I rest against Cooper's shoulder, looking up at the city in front of us. Barely an hour left. I bet Cooper can feel my heartbeat against his back. For all my bravado, I'm not able to hide my anxiety. I guess that's to be expected, but still. Cyrus? I know, I'll be fine. Exactly. By the night, you'll be sleeping on an actual bed. Probably after having better food, too. Unless the company is just as good, it won't really matter. Cooper's ear flicks at that. You've been good to me, man. I'll miss you. Oh, come on. Don't get all sappy on me. But it's true. I'll miss you. If you say so. I'm curious, so I look down behind me. I was right. His tail is wagging. Where the hell? Oh, this is Green, yes? Where the heck are we? After about 20 minutes, we're in the city called Green. Weird name. What's even weirder is that it seems to be deserted. Cooper's not being subtle about running through the town. Oh, don't tell me. Resume has a protective. I know there's a wall, like it's a dome, like it has a protective, like invisible barrier. His claws clack. There's a cloaking barrier. Sorry. His claws clacking on the pavement below echo through the empty streets. Where is everyone? Gone. No one's lived here for a long time. Oh, why? I think they never got back on their feet after the 7 stars. Ah. That sucks. Indeed. Cooper starts panting a little bit. He has been jogging with me on his back the whole time, while carrying a few bags. Hey, you can put me down. No one's around, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. Cooper carefully sets me down and then stretches his back. I hate running. You're pretty good at it. Kind of have to be. Can imagine. Here. Oh my god, if Resume is the school, I would freak out. I pick up 2 of the lighter bags. Thankfully, we went through a decent amount of supplies. Thanks. Anytime. We start walking together into the heart of town. Our echoing footsteps are the only semblance of ambience we have. It only speaks my anxiety. Gotta say, you're getting better at your poker face. Gotta get your heart rate under control, huh? Cooper's shoulder bumps me. I laugh weakly. Thanks, I guess. I think I'm just too nervous to really emote, sorry. You're probably thinking of a million different possibilities in that head of yours. More or less. Oh my god, if I'm gonna see an old Damien, I will freak out. I don't have it. I don't have it in me to keep up the conversation. I want to talk. I really do. I just can't. Cooper takes out his Axiom window. Oi! What the hell? That's a truck! It looks like the car is on the street up ahead. I can't help but let out a shaky sigh. A shiver runs down my spine as well. Okay? I'm scared! He turned the corner. In complete contrast with the ghost town, there looks to be a decent-sized vehicle parked at the end of the road. My heart is beating so fast it hurts. I try to take deep breaths, but it only makes it hurt more. I stop walking. Something's breaking my inner panic. It's Cooper. Cooper pats my head, ruffling my hair slowly, methodically. You're okay. You're okay. Oh my god. If Cyrus, the leader of Resume, I would also freak out. And anything of them that will surprise me, that will freak me out. As long as it's good. You're okay. You're okay. Oh my god. I think my worst fears are about to come true. Rub my eyes a bit and some tears start to form. Cyrus? Sorry. I struggle to speak coherently. I'm trying to be brave, but I'm really scared. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to leave you. CG? My emotions sort of pour out of me. I don't have the heart to look at Cooper. He's probably looking at me in disapproval right now. To my surprise, Cooper brings me in a fast, tight embrace. Yeah. He's wrapping his big body around mine. He's shaking a bit. His heart is beating alongside mine. You're okay. We're okay. I don't respond. I wrap my arms around him, embracing him as long as I can. Cooper strokes the back of my head for a little while. We say nothing for a bit. Cooper's the first one to pull away. He looks serious. Believe me, Cyrus, I'm not happy to be doing this. You're the first one in a long while I've connected with, at least to this level. I rub my eyes and nod. If there was a chance for us to leave this place together, I think I'd take it. Ooh, why? He takes a deep breath to steady his shaking voice. But there's not. This isn't something we can get out of. Not anymore, I can't. I nod once more with a loud sniffle. I know. I'm just... Yeah, it's a lot. Cooper pulls the hoodie up for me one last time. You can keep the jacket as a memento. Ah! I nod. Yay. I mean, okay. I don't have enough time to get my emotions stable as Cooper covers my mouth. Shh! Wait, it sounds like my thoughts are already going haywire. I barely hear anything, except the distant sound of boots. Shit! How did he find out about this meeting? Cooper takes his paw away to grab my hand. Come on, let's get you in the van. Wait a minute. Cooper persists and for the first time yanks me with force. It's hard to keep up with him when he's seriously running. Once we make it to the car, Cooper opens one of the back doors and hoists me up. Sorry, this is it. Goodbye, Cyrus. I hope you know you were a cool guy. Good luck. Wait a minute! Cooper doesn't let me continue as he shuts the door. Where are the freaking sound effects? There's a locking sound. Cooper! I bang on the metal door as hard as I can. It makes a dull thud. The door is super thick. I look around at the interior for a way out. It almost reminds me of the inside of the ambulance. There are benches on either side of the walls that sit under tinted vertical windows. So it is an ambulance. A very, very built ambulance. Okay, bulletproof ambulance. There we go. The front seats are blocked by a barrier, almost like the back of a taxi. Besides a tiny window, there's no way of getting through. My heart is racing. I don't want Cooper to have to deal with those goons alone. I run back to the thick metal door. It's a medium-sized circular window in the middle. I try my best to look outside. Sure enough, there are two of those armored goons slowly walking towards the vans. I have to reposition myself just to look at Cooper. He's standing close to the van. He looks calm. I expected him to take out a weapon or at least get into a fighting stance. But no, he's just standing completely casual. Is he not going to run them off? I bet Cooper can sense my anxiety from in here. I'm in here, despite the door. They're only about a dozen feet away. You can hear one of them talking, but it's a bit muffled. First guard who speaks sounds like a man. He has a lax posture. The other seems much more serious and doesn't speak. So, any luck? Cooper doesn't respond. Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that. You know full well how much I hate you. You know, you say that, but you're the one who contacted me. Huh? You're one of my only contacts here. Contacts there, sorry. I'll take what I can get. Oh, I'm well aware of that. You're that kind of scum. I can still rat you out for letting one of them escape. Are one of my guesses coming true? Are they clones or an experiment? He didn't escape. Someone broke him out. Sounds like another layer of your incompetence. The guard tilts his neck. I can hear something pop. You've always been good about getting on my nerves. So about my pay. Not so fast, hot shite. You better put up some proof that he's really a pristine carrier. Carrier? Like a disease? My head starts to hurt while listening to this guy. What are they talking about? What do you mean carrier? What carrier? Does he have a disease? What's going on? You can hear Cooper sigh as he opens his axiom window. He slides to the inventory sphere and rematerializes something. They look like bandages. Wait, are those mine? Here, he was wearing them when I found them. You can check his blood from these, right? Maybe. It's been about a week. Hand them over. Cooper rips one of the bandages off, keeping the rest collateral. Whatever you say. My head feels like it's about to burst. I don't get what's happening. What's a pristine carrier? Why do I recognize that term? The guard pulls out his axiom and takes out some kind of gadget. It looks like a scanner. Furry. Yep, that's him, alright. You seriously need to upgrade. Pictures would have done wonders. Once I finish here, I'll consider it. Fair enough. As per your agreement, we'll send you half of the negotiated payment. Once we're back and resume, we'll send the rest. Cooper turns his head to get a better look at the screen. Cooper's eyes light up as he watches the screen. A smile curves on his lips as he slides the axiom off. Pleasure doing business with you, Clement. Clement? Name's familiar. I'd say the same, but we both know that isn't true. Anyways, we better get going if we don't make it back to the base ASAP. We'll be screwed. Sounds like a personal problem. You don't know the half of it. Hey, newbie, go start the car. Yes, sir. Wait, what's going on? Wait. Are these the guys taking me to resume? But they look like... The van shakes as they both enter the car. The engine starts. I look towards the front of the vehicle. There's a window for people back there to talk to the drivers. My head hurts, but I have to know what's happening. Hey, what's going on? Huh? What do you want? Where are we going? To resume, obviously. But... Oh, that's right. Lance did say you lost your memory. I pause. Who's Lance? The obnoxious guard starts bursting out in laughter. The quiet guard interrupts his fit. She sounds like a woman. Oh, it's a woman! Sir. No. Can you blame me? This dumbass doesn't know he just got sold. Didn't even know the guy's name. It's hysterical. Clement keeps laughing. That memory loss was a blessing in disguise, I guess. He's going to be in for a world of hurt when we get back, though. What are you talking about? I was with someone named... Oh, let me guess. Curtis, or was it Gerald? Cooper? It elicits another laugh. God damn, that's funny. They ever must be running out of aliases. Hey, how long till we get moving? About 3 minutes, sir. Hurry it up, I'm not about to lose my job due to your incompetence. Yes, sir. You completely ignore my stunned expression. You don't even acknowledge I'm here anymore. My heart rate has done a complete 180. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't beating. Everything feels so still as I start to realize what's going on. I slowly move back to the other window, trying to get a good look at the man I've spent the past week with. Hey, Cooper? My voice is a strained whisper. It's a bit further away now, tapping away on his axiom. I knock on the glass trying to get his attention. His ears perk up before he looks at me. He must see my horrified expression. but he doesn't seem to react too much. I know, what do we react too much? This is already too much. He looks somewhat indifferent to the situation. Oh, he scrunches up! He scrunches up! What's gonna happen? The more I stare at him, though, the more his expression changes to one of discomfort. He looks to the side for a moment and takes a deep breath before looking back at me. Stoic, just like when we first met. I lightly bang on the door. Hey, Cooper! Either he can't hear me or he's ignoring me. Regardless, he turns on his heels and starts to walk away. You know what would be funny if, like, there's an animation of him just walking away. I'm slamming my fist against the window now. Cooper! I bellow as I keep slamming the window, hoping to elicit some kind of reaction out of the yellow wolf I called friend. No response. I grunt with each continuous slam as if I had any chance against the prison I found myself in. For f***'s sake, don't start moving yet. Give me a second. Tears are streaming down my face. What the F is going on? Did that bastard actually just sell me off? Why were we running away from these guys? With one final grunt, I slammed my fist against the door, but I met with a pocket of air. The guard opens the door from the outside. Alright. Enough crying. I've had about enough of this hissy fit. I'm almost out of breath at this point. There's both fear and anger in my eyes. I guess he doesn't quite like that, as he sucker punches me right in the gut. All of the wind vacates my body at once. It's a bizarre sensation to not be able to feel the punch, just the aftermath. Sir! Relax, we'll just say Lance did it. Look at his hand, it's clearly been tampered with. He yanks me up by my bandaged wrist, disregarding the fact that I'm struggling for air. Just look at what he's done to himself. His right pinky is just about to snap off. Through my days, I tried to focus on my hand. Must have been hitting the door pretty hard, as my pinky is definitely crooked. There's a fresh blood staining the bandages too. Well, we can use this as another opportunity to check him. He jumps me before he opens his axiom window. Before I know it, my arms and legs are tied up by some sort of fabric. I can feel him pinch my pinky with something. Well, shites, that's definitely him. I guess that settles it. I'll be back up front, make sure he doesn't go under. Sir. Once the asshole leaves, the quiet guard leans down next to me. I'm sorry, this will be over soon. All I can do is glare at her like, what do you mean by that? I don't even want to acknowledge her. Regardless, she helps me sit on one of the benches along the wall. Just sit tight for a little while longer. I look in her direction, but not at her. Through her! I don't care. He looks at my direction for a while as if she wants to say something else. She doesn't though. She just leaves out the back and shuts the door. Getting ready to start the car. Everything's happening all at once. I don't even bother processing anything. I'm aware that I'm shutting down emotionally. Just too much to process at once. I look out the window one last time. Not a wolf in sight. I'm not sure how long it's been since we started moving. I haven't bothered to converse with either of my two captors since we left. Occasionally, I look outside the window. Just a lot of desert. I have time to think about everything that's happened for once. But I really don't want to. I don't want to believe that any of this is happening. So I chose not to acknowledge it, hoping I'll wake up on the train next to Cooper. No, next to Lance. His name is Lance! I shudder and shake my head. How could I have been so stupid? Not just for believing him, but for getting so attached. Did he really sell me? This wasn't just him taking me home? What the hell is resume? Why does my head hurt than usual? Is this really a research facility? Why does my head hurt more than usual? God freaking hell! This is BS! I sigh and lean back. I wish I had some of the pain Lance had. I can feel a scowl form in my face. With nothing else to do, I succumbed to laying against the cool metal wall of the van, watching the boring desert scenery go by. Occasionally, the two guards in the front strike up a conversation with each other. Most of it is about stuff I don't understand or care about. One part catches my attention. So, about Cyrus. What about him? We're not going to check his wounds before we, start again? Why should we? They'll take care of him at the central facility. I know, but... Relax. His injuries aren't life-threatening. I've been told they pulled femurs out of him without him so much as flinching. A punch in the gut is nothing to a guy like him. Hey, effing what? Hello? What are you talking about? Oh, right, you're here. Oh, no shites. Where are we going? Resume? I'm losing my patience again. To maintain some level of dignity, I cut the conversation there. I'm not gonna get anything out of him. Can't wait. Oh, I'm sure. I stick my tongue out at him, despite the fact that he can't see me. I nearly bite his way come to a complete stop, sending me to the ground head first, like blah! Okay, I felt that. Apparently. The face. I can feel it on my face. I'm definitely bleeding above my temple. Can't breathe properly while tied up on this position. What the hell do you think you're doing? You don't have enough time to make a detour. The other guard doesn't respond. The next thing I hear is a short scream before something slams into the glass. Besides my pain breathing, it's quiet. I hear the front door open along with the guard shouting at someone. Let me guess. Lance? Hey, Axel. Are you around? This is where you said to meet up, right? She's yelling into the desert. After several... Oh! Oh, somebody is backstabbing who to backstabbing who. So there's a double agent, apparently. After several minutes of her yelling, I'm surprised to hear another voice actually respond. Rose, we're over here! Oh, there you are! Did I actually beat you, Axel? Just by a bit. What's the situation? Well, I just shoved Clement's thick skull against the window. Smart. You might want to ditch him for the crows. I was thinking the same thing. He's been a pain in the ass for a while now. Guess a little effed up cost him some trouble too. Finally, something good comes from this debacle. At this point, I'm starting to lose consciousness. I'm sick of being tossed around like this, literally. Hey, he's in there, right? Oh, hey, Belle? Ring! Her name's Ring, okay? Ah, yeah, he's in there. We have a first aid kit in the main vehicle, right? Yeah, why? He's been through a lot. I can't imagine. Here, let's get him out. Are we really doing this? Yes. I can hear the third member groan. I don't agree with this. It's above our pay grade. Then we'll negotiate for higher pay. Like that's ever gone well. Stop being a stick in the mud. Come on, let's help him already. Couldn't have said it better myself. These voices, they sound familiar. Before I can speculate further, the door opens. I'm thinking that they are one of the people that is in Lance's little iPad before he breaks it. Oh! Okay. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh no, this is Rose? Are you Ring? Are you Axel? The evening sun gives them enough of a backlight for me to take them out. The guy holding the door looks like a white tiger, the booby hyena, and the... Are you a ram? Looks like a white tiger. There's a hyena. She was the other guard? And someone I don't recognize. I recognize other two though. They're from the tablet Lance had. They were part of his former crew. That's something I want to deal with right now. Hey, you do... Yep, that's the caller. Oh my god. Hey, you doing alright? He speaks in a soothing voice. It's nice, but I'm not letting my guard down. I don't respond, I just stare at him. Hey, Axel, he's pretty shaken up. I can feel you in the car. Alright, sounds good. Oh damn, I think he hit his head. Clement bound him up like that. Sorry, I couldn't stop him. I think you made all the right calls. Don't worry. What's important is that he's safe now. Ring, can you go dump Clement's body in the ditch over there? I got a better idea. Goody, she said sarcastically. The big tiger steps inside the van and crouches down by me. Wow, those are some fangs. Come here, let's get you out of here. I don't resist, mainly because at this point I'm emotionally spent. They could throw me in the ocean for all I care. I don't care now. He pulls out a knife. I hate that I still don't care. My eyes follow the blade as he brings it closer to me. He's wearing a smile, but I'm not sure what for. Hard to tell his eyes closed like that. I'm just gonna cut this top off of you, alright? I don't respond. He takes that as his cue to free me from my bindings. It slides off after a few cuts. Here, can you stand? At this point, I'll just be easier to cooperate. I sigh and sit up. Some blood trickles down my forehead. Oh damn, let's get you patched up. He offers his big paw to me. I hesitate for a moment. Eventually I take it. Note this, Ma. The first time we met Cooper, Cyrus was wearing a jacket. Now, the second time, we met these three characters, and we're also wearing someone's jacket. Is this gonna be a theme? I'll play along for now, until I can find any opportunity to escape. Thanks. That causes the tiger to open his eyes for a moment, before promptly shutting them. Of course. Let's go! He attempts to help me out, but I insist I can get out by myself. Of course I can't, and I nearly fall face first to the gravel below. The tiger has to catch me so I don't beat the pavement. Whoa there! Alright, let me carry you. I can't fight him even if I wanted to. Let me guess. Axel is Lance's ex, isn't he? Knowing by the picture that he was blushing, it must be the one. I can't fight him even if I wanted to. He gets me on his back. I'm immediately reminded me of Lance. Don't call him that. He doesn't deserve the name Lance. I hate this. Oh my god. That's why he likes the name Galahad. It's because his name is bloody Lance. I hate this. I should be reminded of my... How's that? Tiger tries to get me comfortable. I can feel his purring from here. It quickly lulls me into a much-needed rest. Oh! Whoa! Whoa, I like her! I think he fell asleep. Oh, he could get some rest. Are you ready? Oh my god, what are you? Just a sec. The dragon! He's a dragon! The dragon's holding a bit of a gear from the van, along with a helmet. Oh, good call, but we can get some data from Clement before they realize he's gone. I wouldn't count on it, but we can try. Get in the vehicle. The in-vehicle. The invisible vehicle. The van's about to blow up. Oh, hell yeah! The hyena and dragon gets a resounding high five. Axel grumbles in response. Bit over the top, would you agree? Just how we like it. It'll be fun! Probably. Yeah. The three head inside the armored car. Where's the kaboom? I would like to hear a kaboom, please. Oh my god, I'm in a truck. Oh no, I'm in a van, sorry. The white tiger lays their unconscious recruit on the padded bench. We need to talk about this. We will later. Let's just give him time to rest. Fine. Alright, let's move out. I'll drive. Sounds like a plan. Ring. It's detonating. Better hurry up. Woo! Where's the explosion? Where's the kaboom? There has to be an earth-shattering kaboom! A growing headache eventually wakes me up again. I'm not sure what time it is, but I must have been out for at least an hour or so. I groan at my throbbing skull. It's difficult to stay asleep like this. It's going to be fine. I think this is a terrible idea. I'm facing the wall, but I can hear a pair of people sitting right behind me. Less than a few feet. Oh my god, seriously, I am not joking with this. We have good CG art from before. Why that sudden change of art? Where's the consistency? You really want him to join us, of all people? Well, it wasn't my idea, it was the boss's. Why does she want him to stay? He's been around for a long time, he could have some useful information. Then let's interrogate him before relocating him. Shh! He's trying to sleep. Axel? This is a bad idea. Oh, his real name is Axel. So this must be an alias. I'm not so sure about that. This wouldn't be the first time. You're way too sentimental. Xavier is long gone. He's not going to know about him. This isn't about Xavier, but if he happens to know something, I'd like to hear about it. I can hear the dragon grumble right behind me. Where's he going to stay? He can stay in my room while we clear out the storeroom. You're really going to let him live with us? I don't see why not. Come on, you love the last recruit. That causes the dragon to stumble. That's different. Just relax, I'll take care of him. You don't have to do anything. Whatever. Just give him a chance, alright? No promises. I can hear the tiger sigh. Let's follow Cyrus's example and get some rest. Whatever you say, boss. Attaboy. I can practically hear the dragon scowl from here. What a lively bunch. I can't help but wonder what the hell they're going to do with me. This must be the end of the chapter. Man, there's so many dots in this game, in this visual novel. Sleeping in a moving vehicle has never been something I was good at. I'm pretty sure I slept better on the train than here. Although, I guess that was moving too. I don't know, I'm too tired and confused to make sense to myself right now. The constant chatter behind me seems to have stopped. It's pretty quiet under than the running of the car. And even then, it's just a low hum. The thoughts bouncing around my head and loud enough to drown it out. Something catches my attention, however. The flipping of a page. Yes, someone's awake after all. As much as I don't want to interact with anyone right now, I can't really lay like this all day. I tried to steel myself. I'm not going to let anyone else influence me. With a deep breath and a long grunt, I push myself up. Chapter 6.
Hello everybody, it's me, Cookie. Thanks for watching the video. But I want to thank my regular and happy cookies for their generous donations to my Patreon. And a super shout out to my super generous thirsty cookies, who are Jamie, Levan, Corey Smith, June K, Dennis, J_Choi, Peru, Ballistic Gamer, Random, Busy_Honey_B, Enzo, Cordon, and Fire Elemental. Hugs and kisses to everyone who generously donated and supported the channel. Become a Patreon so you can watch more extra content and unfiltered videos. See you in the next video. Bye-bye!